Alright. We're here. And my dad gave me a really good idea.
Mike did not get it done.
Mike Bloomberg dropped out of the election. And, I mean...
Everyone hates him.
No more.
Who watches YouTube because he just had so many YouTube ads.
Yeah.
Now his ads are gone. We are free.
Well, they might still be there.
No.
He'd remove them.
He's not gonna waste more money on it.
No. But if he paid for, like a month of ads already, YouTube's probably not going to give him his money back.
True.
Although, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is behind that. I don't know how they pay for the ads, how the ads are paid for.
I'll probably start seeing Trump ads.
I don't think so. I think Trump's got it pretty much on lock. I don't think he needs ads at this point. Maybe when we get close to actually determining who will be the Democratic nominee.
Or when it's just the Democratic nominee.
Yeah. And then he'll be like, alright,
time to roast this singular person.
Yeah, but actually I think a lot of people dropped out at this point. I think there are some behind the scenes deals going on.
Yeah.
Where
I think it was something where no one wants burning to win.
It's the pressure to split the pressure to not split the vote kind of thing.
Yeah, they feel that they're targeting the same audiences.
So they're like,
same types of voters.
We're gonna let Trump.
I keep calling it the moderate vote. It's not really the moderate vote. It's just the normal liberal vote instead of the socialist vote.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. All I know is that there's no more Mike Bloomberg.
Yeah, but...
And he dropped the day after we did the podcast about how I said I hated him. So therefore...
I mean, maybe you caused it.
Yes.
No, he didn't. Mike.
I did.
No.
He is gone. He's probably going to show up for the next election. But that's in 4 years.
I don't know, it's up to him.
I think I can vote at that time. Make sure he
Well, how old are you now?
Well, in 2024, I'll be able to play.
When is the election?
When is the actual election?
Yeah.
It's in November of this year.
Yeah, I should be able to vote.
Yeah.
Should be November of 2024. Should be 18 by that time, I think.
Yeah, because
you'll be 18.
14 this year, so therefore you'll be 18.
Yeah.
In April.
Yeah. So you'll be good to vote, and then Peter will also vote.
Yeah.
But I get to vote in this one.
You do. You do get to vote in this one. Who are you gonna vote for?
There's no one good to vote for.
Yeah, there's no one good to vote for. When it gets closer to the election, I'm gonna have to find an independent candidate to vote for.
I mean, you should still look at all the candidates and see what.
I've looked at all the Democratic candidates. They're all hyper bad. They're all radically pro-choice, and I disagree with that, so I will not be voting for any of them. And I don't like Trump because he's a jerk and an idiot.
But he did get presidency, so...
Yeah, but...
Yeah, that's because he's a smart and manipulative idiot and jerk.
Okay, I won't... He's not an idiot, but he's still a jerk.
Yeah, he's still a jerk.
And he doesn't act like a president. He acts like a guy. So, closer to the actual election, I'm going to have to look up independent candidates. You need to hold that.
But like half the time it's fine.
No, you need to do what Peter does, or used to do, after school.
Which is, he didn't hold it at all.
No. He knew when it was going to fall because he was paying attention to the road and when there were turns.
Yeah, and I am doing it. Just doing that a little bit less, like poorly.
Yeah.
I just got screwed over every single time. It was like quick
stop.
stop, yeah.
Because people are bad.
But yeah, so the theory is that Pete Buttigieg,
What was Buttigieg?
it's Buddha, however you want to
Buttigieg.
pronounce it. Michael Bloomberg and Joe Biden were splitting the more consistently liberal vote, and Bernie. Technically, Bernie and Elizabeth Warren were splitting the more socialist vote, but
Warren's
Bernie already won.
bad.
Yeah. Bernie
Is
already
Warren
has
still
president. Yeah, she's still in, as far as I know.
So who's still in?
Biden,
Bernie,
Bernie.
Biden, Sanders, Warren.
I think that's it.
I don't think that's it. I think there might be Amy Klobuchar.
Oh yeah, I think whatever, but
there might be some other.
Klobuchar.
Out of all the high profile, the 6 top candidates were Bernie, Warren, Biden, Bloomberg, Buttigieg, and
Whatever.
I think Klobuchar.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she dropped out as well.
Not sure.
But so it looks like they're gonna throw their weight behind Biden, probably. It's kind of funny. At the beginning of the year, everyone was like, "Yeah, I could beat Trump. I just gotta beat Biden." And then everyone thought that they were beating Biden, and then they weren't beating Biden. Yeah, because here's some funny quotes that my friend was mentioning to me.
What?
At some point in the past, he apparently said, or at some point during his election, he said, "I was a Democratic caucus."
What?
Exactly.
Okay.
Keep going. Lights green. Go.
Oh, go slow. Make us late for school.
No. What?
Why would you want to be late
Why would you want to be late for school?
To annoy you, because you care about this thing.
What? It's being on time for school. I feel like that's a little bit, applicable, relevant, useful, should do.
I mean, yeah, but like, the period, really? As long as you're there before whatever. That reminds me of they're doing a dumb thing where they play music.
Yeah. At our school, they decided instead of having like a big clock that was going to tell you when the bell was going to ring, they're just going to play music like 2 minutes before the bell rings.
Like, clock was better, because sometimes you don't even hear the music. And their songs are really weird.
Not really. Their songs are pretty normal. Their songs are thematically appropriate for, like, they played Final Countdown, Clocks by Coldplay. I forget what the other one is.
They played
Hello Goodbye.
Oh, yeah, Hello
That
Goodbye.
one was weird. I don't know why they chose that one.
It's cool.
I mean, yeah, they're all good songs.
Lucy Gabbard is still
I don't know, the Clockwork fine, because you'd always see it up there.
She's
okay.
Weird. She's one of those, like, fringe candidates that a small amount of people know and are like, yes, she's great, but everyone else is like, who is that?
Who is this?
Bloomberg did drop out, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. As far as I know, in my civics class, we have the thing, and he was like on the side with all the other people that have red X's in their thing.
Well, yeah.
So he should have dropped it.
That's kind of silly. I wonder what his point was.
I don't know.
Maybe he was just like throwing money at a thing just to see if he could do it.
Yeah, I think his entire thing was, I have money, so I guess I could win. Like,
yeah. So the 4 people is Warren, Sanders, Lucy Gabbard, and
Gabbard.
Biden.
Lucy Gabbard.
Who's...
Tulsi Gabbard.
Yeah.
Here. Let's scroll down to...
Because...
She's served as a U.S. Congresswoman from Hawaii's 2nd District.
Oh, right. Yeah.
First
Right.
Hindu member of Congress.
Yeah, she's not.
Youngest to be elected to U.S. State Legislature, serving in the White House of Representatives. Oh, she served in the Hawaii Army National Guard in combat zone in Iraq.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, she's a... Yeah,
She's not gonna.
probably not going to. I think she's just still in it because why not, right?
Yeah, it's the thing where she's just there.
Right. At this point, maybe she's thinking, oh, if I'm willing to stay in this long, maybe some people will recognize and vote for me, but probably not. Right? The fact that we didn't even remember that she existed is kind of a red flag there. Go.
Honk.
I'm not gonna honk.
Honk.
Honk!
Honk.
I'm not gonna honk. It's red. We weren't even going anywhere yet. The person was just on their phone and not paying attention when everyone moved up a little bit.
Should have still honked.
No, I'm not gonna honk if I don't need to.
The honking is fun.
No! Honking is aggressive and sometimes usually unnecessary. But yeah, obviously for the primary in Virginia, Biden won.
Yeah.
And Trump won his primary because he's the only one on the ballot. I think he's the only one on the ballot everywhere. I don't think there's any Republican.
I think I saw like other.
I mean, Peter, you can look it up if you want. If you want to
There
look
might
at
have been like other people that were there, but like
Republican opponents to Trump. I don't think there are.
Lucy could have dropped out. This article is from yesterday.
She could have dropped out by now. Right, the fact that nobody cares whether she dropped out or not shows that
she's not gonna win.
Yeah. So, Pete, are you gonna look up Republican opponents to Trump? There might be like one or two, but nobody's covering them.
And like in my civics class, we have like all the Democratic things, and then there's this big picture of Trump, and like below him, there's like a few other like just like random Republican people there. That I guess we're running against them. They all have X's on them, so I assume they dropped them.
Well, no media is interested in covering them. They're either liberal biased and then they cover the Democratic candidates, or they're conservative biased and then they cover Trump, right? So nobody's interested in covering the Republican opponents, which is kind of a shame because you'd think that, you know, those candidates would at least sort of be able to make a point, but whatever. But at this point, I think, even with all the...
There was an article that's like, Biden is bad.
Oh.
Who do they think?
He's not... He's just gonna win because everybody knows his name. No!
People know Bernie Sanders' name.
Yeah, people know all of their names.
Yeah.
The media literacy rate is pretty high in this country.
Yeah.
Now,
But
obviously...
It's just funny because they're like...
Yeah, he was vice president, but like...
Yeah.
It's a form of exhaustion. It's a form of electoral exhaustion. Totally. Totally not the fact that nobody wants to be socialist.
Electoral exhaustion?
Exactly.
That's stupid.
What does that even mean?
Exactly. It doesn't mean anything. It just means you don't like this guy because he ran for office several times. or has been around in politics lots of times.
Yeah,
They've
and
all been around in politics lots of times because they're all career politicians, which admittedly is bad, but the electors have shown that they don't care whether you're a career politician or not. They care whether you do bad things, right? So it doesn't matter if you're in politics. It's just if you do something that's scandalous or, stupid, or they don't like it.
Then they won't vote for you.
Yeah. In fact, you're probably more likely to win if you're an incumbent or someone who's been around in politics a long time, right? That's one of the arguments against Pete Buttigieg, because he's literally just been a mayor of a small town, medium-sized town, right? He hasn't actually been in politics.
Yeah, but he did get a lot of name recognition because
not
the
really.
media pushed it.
Well, the media pushed him because he was a gay candidate, and he had a not really moderate, he had a more normally liberal campaign compared to what you might expect of a gay candidate, and two, based on Sanders and Warren. And he was young, and they thought that young people would vote for him. Which, I mean, all those things were true, but it doesn't come down to the end,
The problem with Buttigieg was that people who would vote for him weren't voting for him because they liked Sanders' ideas better.
No one
Yeah,
likes
that's the
Sanders.
other thing, right?
No,
And so
but
if
if
you're
they're gonna
talking-
vote for...
If you're talking about a young voters block as the people who, are from age 18 to 25.
That's
Four?
you.
24, 25. Yes, that is me. Right. Bernie and him are splitting that vote.
Because there's the ones who are like, oh, I need to support gay rights, I better support the gay candidate. And then there's like, we gotta install socialism now.
And then there's me who says, if Bernie gets elected, I'm coming in there with a shotgun and killing him because socialism sucks.
Don't do that. That's illegal.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I remember
Anyway.
somewhere in the Constitution that says something where it's like, if you can use your Second Amendment rights if people are being bad.
Not exactly.
There's
It's a bit more complicated than that, John.
There was something there. It's like,
Anyway.
I don't believe there's anything in the Constitution
there was
that says you're allowed to.
I think there was something there. If the president actually becomes evil and becomes like a monarch, the people can team up and.
Is that really allowed in the Constitution?
I'm sure there's something there.
No, the Constitution acknowledges the right of the people to choose their government. That does not mean you can go in and shoot people.
I mean,
All it means is that the Constitution was put into place with the intent of allowing the people their chosen form of government.
which means not socialism.
Socialism is...
Arguably, if he was elected, then the people's chosen form of government would be socialism.
Socialism isn't a form of government. It's an economic theory.
Shut up, Peter.
It is.
Anyway.
And then Trump would come along. Then see, I don't
Yes, but that would still be the chosen
even if
form
he
of government.
Even if he does get elected somehow, even if he gets the Democratic nominee and he beats Trump, Trump's still gonna come over there and just assassinate him later. It's Trump.
Great. Anyway, that's the
The
end.
economy.
That's
What?
the end.